Alright guys, yesterday I didn't quite cover one topic in my expertise farming video that I really wanted to, but unfortunately I just didn't get the chance because, I didn't quite get all the testing done on it, didn't quite get all the math done on it that I wanted to be able to actually show you all about it. Now, of course, if you want to become proficient as fast as possible, this is extremely important. Now, if you look at this gear piece that I'm currently using, you can see I have 0 proficiency on it, right? So what I'm going to do is simply test this out. I've decided just to go into a regular normal mission, and I'm going to get one headshot, and that's it. One single headshot to just see how much experience I get per kill. Now, if you watched my previous video on expertise, you know that per kill, what I said was red bars are going to give you 220 XP. However, you can see here that I have 2,520 XP from one kill. So this is what we want to look at. How do you maximize your XP from the combat experience? Now, what we can see is that what I said in the last video was one armor is going to give you, 220 XP per kill. However, when you're looking at having 6, items equipped, in total, that means you're going to be 1,320. So what is going to give you 2,520 XP per kill? Well, if you look at it with 6 armor giving you 2,520 XP, how are we going to break that down? So let's just divide that by 6, which is the number of pieces that I have equipped, and we're going to get 420 XP per item. And that actually works out to a 90% increase in XP. In fact, you're almost doubling your XP from just having, one gear piece in each slot, a different piece. And the way that it breaks down is kind of like this, 260, 300, 340, 380, depending on how many pieces you have. So if you have a 6-piece set equipped, I know you may think like, well, why would I want to do that? That's a waste of time. It's a terrible idea. But here's the thing. We're not after the best build. We're after farming builds, right? So you really want to have as many pieces of the same set equipped, whether that's a brand set or a gear set. The more pieces you have results in a higher boost to your overall experience gained. And if you watched that previous video from yesterday, this is kind of where the normal mode really highlights itself for being effective. Because like I said, you don't need to kill an enemy on heroic to get this XP. You just need to kill them on normal. And fighting on normal means that it's a lot easier for you to use just a random junk build without a lot of bonuses to be able to pretty much just farm it quickly. And in essence, you can basically get an experience level, or I guess I should say, you can get a proficiency level in pretty much the time that it's going to take me to record this video. It's extremely quick. And in total, if you want to try to get to proficiency 10 with, a gear set or a brand set, it's going to take you less than an hour doing this. So incredibly beneficial for you and definitely a time saver for you, especially if, you're not maybe the best solo player or you're not maybe the best farmer. This is an incredibly easy method. I mean, you can use anything. Like you see, I'm using the Future Initiative, which is a healer build, and I don't really have any special crit rolled onto it. I don't really have any, special pieces where it's, rolled into weapon damage. Most of it is just, the bare bones Future Initiative that I have that's rolled in skill power. And of course, with that, I'm using the capacitor to get that extra weapon damage, which is more than enough weapon damage to be able to just steamroll through pretty much most normal enemies. And of course, this works for pretty much any build. Obviously, if you're a red build using DPS, you can just max out those pieces a lot quicker. But again, even if you're going with a tank build, I'm sure many of you have blue armor rolled pieces with crit chance, crit damage on them, or headshot damage on them. Or you've got plenty of builds that kind of utilize the Intimidate Adrenaline Rush combo. Although it's been nerfed a little bit, it's still quite effective on these normal enemies. So definitely take a look at this. Make sure that you guys are actually equipping all of these pieces. Get the biggest bonuses you can, because it literally doubles the XP that you are gaining per item. If you compare it to actually having one gear piece of a different kind in each slot, so like let's say you're rocking a Fenris, a Grupo, a Cheska, an Overlord, an Araldi, a Bellstone, whatever, okay, you're rocking 6 different pieces, you're only going to get 220 per piece. But if you do it like this, you're going to be getting 420 per piece. Plus, since you're using the exact same set, all of that bonus is going into that set that you want it to go into. So you're going to be getting proficiency extremely quickly. Like I said, under an hour, and possibly even in about 30 minutes if you really, really know some good grinding routes. And again, if you're looking for those, I kind of talked about that in a little bit more in detail in my previous video, so go check that out. But thank you guys for watching this one. I'll see you in the next one.